My name is Wissam. I work with Potential. I'm an ex-HP guy, ex-Cisco guy. I've been working for Potential now for probably about the past 8 or 9 months on getting AdWords a bit more accessible into the SME community. So we'll look at Google's mission. Google's mission, as they state, is to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. So how do they do that? They have a look at what you're seeking and what you're trying to find, and they connect you with it. So that's been working quite well with the search. But now they're moving also into advertising, and I'm sure you've seen some of that. So how does it compare to traditional media? If you look at traditional media today, it's quite good when you see a billboard, but it might not be at the time that you want to buy. If you're an SME, you might struggle to afford a billboard or compete with the players that have something like a billboard. Radio advertising might be good sometimes as well, if maybe there's a quick call to action or you want to get a quick message across. But does it really level the playing field when we're talking about the big players? Can you really measure the return on investment on your advertising when you're using traditional media? So Google is in a connection business. They connect consumers to the information they care about, and we've found that they've been very good at that. And I occasionally do try using different search engines, and I do keep going back, and I think you guys do see that as well. But now what they're doing is they're connecting marketers. So what is AdWords? I'm going to show you exactly what it is because you've already seen it many times. So if you notice at the top of your web page, the section that's usually in yellow or down the side, or sometimes it's at the bottom of the page. Okay, and Google's taken a lot of care to make sure the user experience isn't affected with AdWords, and that's why you sort of see it blend in. Now, having a look at what's important to AdWords, because a lot of people say, oh, I don't click on the yellow part, I go below and click on the yellow one. But actually, what we've found is when you actually go to buy something, you do click on it. Or when you actually want to go ahead and make a sale, you do click on it. So what are the essential things? The first thing to look at is what are the keywords? So when someone is searching for my business, what do they actually search for? What are they putting in the search line? And then the next thing is the ad itself. So usually you don't even notice the way it's structured, but there's a lot of science, like a 3-day course on how to get those 3 lines done. So having a title, getting your message across, and then the next step is where is your customer going to land when they get onto your webpage. So if we look at the value proposition, we know that we can measure the ROI because the way it's put together is you appear, but you only charge if the customer clicks. Now, the other thing that is great is reach, and I'm going to show you a small video in a minute. But you now as SMEs, if you have a business that needs to reach outside, you're now on the same playing field as a lot of your competitors or existing businesses or bigger businesses that have been out there for a long time. But the other great thing with reach is what if I really want to target just a specific market or a specific city or even a specific area? With AdWords and the way it's set up, you can actually do that. And then when we look at relevance, not only is it from a geographic perspective, but now I can target people. I can look at different languages. I can go into a little bit more detail also. So one other thing to consider is, we talked about location, is the budget. You can also choose how much you want to spend per day. There's a lot of control and a lot of manipulation that you can do with the advertising or the way that you've structured it to see how many clicks you get and to manage your daily cost. So I want to show you a small video.
My name is Talina Asi and I'm the product manager of Mosaic Marble, and these are my mosaics. And this is my husband.
Hi, I'm Tony Asi, I'm the chairman and founder of Mosaic Marble.
Mosaic Marble is a Lebanese company that manufactures hand-cut marble mosaics. We produce mosaics for hotels, bathrooms, kitchens, spas, basically anywhere indoor or outdoor. We started 10 years ago as a small company to export our mosaics mainly to the USA.
We tried several advertising means such as offline advertising, banners on other websites, and we found that Google has the most effective conversion rate compared to other media. We opened a website called mosaicmarble.com and started advertising it on Google AdWords. We started feeling that there is a large demand on our products abroad, and sales increased. After a few months with the help of Google AdWords team, we came up with the idea of expanding the coverage to target several countries and languages. Quickly our network expanded from one website to 12 websites. We were surprised to find out on how low was the cost of advertising compared to other traditional media. Thanks to Google AdWords, our number of employees increased from 8 to 40 in less than a year time.
Thanks to Google AdWords, we're happy and proud to have our mosaic artwork spread in public places, homes, spas, hotels, all around the world. Yes!
Okay, so that was a small example. So what's the end message? The end message is small business can compete with big business because through social advertising or advertising online, you are leveling the playing field. You're able to see where your dollars are going and you're able to manage how they're being spent, even on an hourly level if you want to, by using the analytical tools that actually you get access to. You're able to target someone specifically in the exact area where you want to sell. And then the other thing is, the timing's always right. Because you're getting that person when they're actually searching for your product, right? And if you look at traditional media, you don't get that.